Hi ethical hackers! My microphone hasn't arrived yet, but in this video I'm gonna show you how to kick people off a Wi-Fi network without even knowing the password. But before we dive in, I just wanna say a huge thank you to all of you. We passed 6,000 subscribers and that really blows my mind. But seriously, you guys are the reason I keep pushing to make better content every single week. And this is just the beginning. I've got big plans. I want to build the biggest hacking community out there. A place where you can ask a question and get instant answers. Or even have real conversations with me. On top of that, I'm working on structured hacking courses, like a book you can always carry with you, that will teach you step by step so you can learn and level up your skills the right way. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join now, because this journey is about to get really exciting. So let's start simple. Wi-Fi is basically magic radio waves. Well, except it's not magic, it's physics. Your router or hotspot is like a tiny radio station blasting signals out into the air so your devices can connect. Those signals use frequencies like 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. You can think of gigahertz as how many times the wave wiggles per second, but billions of wiggles, by the way. 2.4 GHz is like the reliable long distance friend. It goes through walls better, but it's a bit slower. On the other hand, 5 GHz is the fast one, but kinda lazy. It doesn't like going through walls. Together, they cover speed and range. Most routers have both of them. But it gets cooler. Those frequencies are split into channels. Imagine a giant highway. Everyone is driving on 2.4 GHz, but instead of one giant lane, it's split into multiple lanes, or channels. So devices don't crash into each other. Channel 1, Channel 6, Channel 11, they're like VIP lanes. But if too many people are driving on the same channel, well, you can expect traffic jams or lag, buffering and package loss. And here's the hacker tip. When scanning networks, you'll notice some routers auto-switch channels. That's why tools like Aerodump use channel hopping or jumping across all lanes, so they don't miss anything. It's like scanning through all the radio stations at once. So how do devices even know where to connect? They enter the ether. In networking terms, the ether is just the medium, the invisible air where frames travel. Your access point is basically screaming into the ether, "Hey, I'm a Wi-Fi network, who wants to connect?" That scream goes to a very special address, the F address, and that's the broadcast address. And it literally means send this to everyone who's listening. Imagine being in a classroom and yelling, "Who wants pizza?" Everyone can hear it. And that's what broadcast is. It's loud, it's public, and it's necessary for devices to find each other. Quick detour. Every device has a MAC address. It's like a license plate. Devices on a network are recognized by it. Normally, your router talks directly to one MAC address at a time, but with broadcast, it's shouting at everyone. Okay, now here's the most important part, the deauthentication attack. Wi-Fi has a feature called management frames. These are like little postcards that tell devices what's happening, who's connecting, who's leaving, who's allowed and who's not. One of those is the deauthentication frame, a message that basically says, "Hey, you're no longer allowed here, disconnect now." Normally, the router uses it when you turn off your Wi-Fi or move out of the range. But the problem? These frames are not encrypted. They're out in the open. Anyone can forge them. So hackers thought, what if I pretend to be the router and spawn deauth messages at everyone? Result? Every connected device gets kicked. And not just once. You can keep spamming until the victim gives up or throws your laptop out of the window. Here's how it looks in practice. On my Kali Linux machine, I run AI Replay. This tool crafts fake deauth frames and blasts them out into the ether. These get transmitted as electromagnetic pulses on the Wi-Fi frequency. The connected devices see the frames and think, Oh, router said I'm out, guess I'll disconnect. They don't question it, they just obey. And here's the wild part. You don't need the Wi-Fi password. Why? Well, because you're not dealing with encrypted data traffic. You're dealing with unprotected management frames. It's like someone crashing a party by shouting, "Everyone get out!" And people just leave, even if the person shouting wasn't the host. For my demo, I set up my phone as a hotspot and one laptop connects to it normally. Then, from my calling machine, I launch AI Replay to start blasting deauth packets. What happens? Instantly, the connected laptop gets disconnected, trying to reconnect. Nope. Kicked again. It's like trying to walk through a door while someone keeps slamming it in your face. Again, this is on my own test network. Don't try this on random Wi-Fi, unless you enjoy orange jumpsuits and free government housing. So why does this matter? Because it shows how fragile Wi-Fi security can be. Even if you have the strongest password, you're still vulnerable to deauth attacks. It doesn't break encryption, it just kicks people off. Hackers use this trick as a part of bigger attack. For example, to kick a victim off, force them to reconnect, capture the handshake, and use that handshake to crack the Wi-Fi password offline. So the deauth attack is like step 1 in a much nastier chain. Can you defend against it? Sort of. Newer Wi-Fi standards like Wi-Fi Protected Access 3 have protections like Management Frame Protection or MFP. That means devices can ignore fake deauth messages, but not all routers support it yet. Also, here's a fun fact. Some tools let you detect when you're under a deauth attack. You'll see massive amounts of deauth frames flying around, so if your Wi-Fi keeps dropping mysteriously, it might not be your ISP, it might be someone messing with you. Alright, let's wrap this up. So in this video, we learned that Wi-Fi runs on 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies. Those are split into channels, like lanes on a highway. Broadcast is how devices shout into the ether and find each other, using the famous F address. Deauth frames are unencrypted postcards that tell devices to disconnect. Hackers abuse this by spoofing deauth packets, kicking people off Wi-Fi without knowing the password. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's a perfect example of why cybersecurity matters, even in something as everyday as Wi-Fi. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe for more cybersecurity breakdowns. And let me know in the comments, would you survive without Wi-Fi for a day, or would that be the end of a civilization as we know it? And that's how hackers can break Wi-Fi without even touching the password. Guys, stay safe, stay curious, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.